Alrighty. Hello everybody watching on 𝐓𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐭𝐞𝐫's channel. I am clearly not 𝐓𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐭𝐞𝐫. My name is 𝐈𝐧𝐬𝐭𝐴 Luke, also known as 𝐓𝐽𝐿𝐈. Right here, I am the 𝐓𝐿𝐈𝐽𝐿, Mr. 𝐓𝐿𝐈𝐽𝐿. So, how's it going everybody? We are about to play The Legend of Zelda Dawn and Dusk, which is a fan-made expansion mod for Ocarina of Time. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I've already played it before. It's amazing. So this is going to be my second playthrough. It's an amazing, very polished game. So first off, we obviously have the Ocarina of Time title screen right here, right? But then we click, but as you can see it says Disc next to it because this is an expansion to Ocarina of Time. So we're going to press start. And now, as you can see, this is my first save file. We're going to make our second one. And we are going to... You know what? Let's name our second profile Gluck. Because I am the Gluckster. We need to make sure this is spot on, you know? If I'm going to be Gluck on stream, I'm going to be Gluck on here too. Alright, so here it is. Is this streaming to YouTube and Twitch? In the beginning of the stream, Jesse, I accidentally had it set to streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So I turned off Facebook and Twitch, and then I restarted the stream super quick so that it would be just on YouTube. I did not mean to do that. But everyone watching, thank you guys so much for coming in. We are about to play The Legend of Zelda Dawn and Dusk. Let's get into it. If you have not subscribed to me yet, please be sure to go subscribe to my channel. Was this official back then? No, this is a fan-made mod. So if you would like to subscribe to my channel, please be sure to check it out in the description below. And then you can subscribe to my main channel, 𝐈𝐧𝐬𝐿, by clicking the title, by clicking the @ in the title. Let's see here. If you want to see more Zelda streams anyways, from me. So let's get into it. Alright, and right here, right off the bat, it shows Link sleeping, and he's got his Deku Shield already. Oh gosh, JD, that's great. So yeah, check out these cutscenes, they're beautiful. I love the way these look. Zelda 64, Dawn and Dusk, here we go. There's a bunch of title cards here, that's amazing. Hear the tale of Dawn and Dusk. Not long ago, there stood a magnificent kingdom rivaled by no other. Conflict was unknown to its inhabitants. Over the course of time, however, conflicts over power rose within the kingdom itself. To gain power, those in the west attempted to tame a legendary creature of immense strength. Those in the east voiced concern. Surely this creature was unsafe to handle precariously. Suddenly, a beast of dusk escaped from the west and attacked the east without mercy, burning it to ash. Those in the west followed the beast into a war, persuaded by its dark influence. Such a conflict seemed like it would never end. Then, against all odds, a priestess of dawn rose against the beast of dusk and forced it into a deep slumber, forcing the weakened west to retreat. In disarray and ruin, the kingdom fell apart into two. Thus came about the dawn side of the east, and its antithesis, the dusk side of the west. Knowing the beast of the dusk side could awaken at any moment, the descendants of the priestess began to train for the inevitable. It is now time for one courageous boy to put that training to use. Now, I don't know about you, but that intro is incredible. New Hyrule, I want trains. So this is a super good mod. This is easily the most polished Ocarina of Time mod I have ever played. And I just gotta say, that intro, it really reminds me of the intro for Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, if any of you have ever played that. It really gives me those kind of vibes with the music and everything. Alright, so let's read what this says. From dawn to dusk, everything to know about a trek to the dusk side itself. Traveling from the dawn side to the dusk side has many dangers. It is ill-advised to make the journey without a proper sword and shield. Also keep in mind that the environment of the Dusk side differs greatly from that of the Dawn side. Prepare for heat and cold. Finally, be sure to bring a handful of effective potions and elixirs. You may not think you need them until it's too late. Alright. OMG, it's the original ROM or a recreation. This is an N64 expansion to Ocarina of Time called Dawn and Dusk. It's a fan-made game for Ocarina of Time. It's not official. What is in here? 5 rupees. Okay. Alright, so to everyone new coming in here, my name is Glook, as you can see right below here. My name is the Glookster, Glook, whatever. I also go by Hylian Luke, that is my main name. So if you want to subscribe to my channel for more upcoming like Zelda streams and all that kind of stuff, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Let me get the link here for you guys. Alright. So here is my, in the chat here, there is my channel. If you want to subscribe to my channel for upcoming streams, please be sure to give it a sub. I would really appreciate it, but it is not required, absolutely not. And of course, huge shout out to 𝐵𝐴𝐺𝐸 for allowing me to stream on his channel right now. Absolutely amazing. I'm very grateful. Very grateful. Hey! Blart Mop, thank you so much for subscribing. I'm excited for The Legend of Zelda: A Link in Time. That's gonna be freaking dope. A Link in Time? That sounds really cool. I've never heard of that. What is that? Oh, are you off on your quest? I suppose you've been training for quite a while now. Be safe. Did we destroy the stream? What do you mean? Is it not working? No, it's still going. No, we're good. Okay. Alright, so in here there's like a little thing over here. The Dusk side. Red and blue flames burn the bones as frost bites at the skin. Is this a mod? It is Malice Zareth. This is called Zelda 64 Dawn and Dusk. It is a fan-made Nintendo 64 disc drive expansion to The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I don't imagine I'll be staying here much longer. That room upstairs, the door opens and closes by itself. If you ask me, that means the room is haunted. Yikes. I bet there's a ghost trying to protect something valuable I had in that room before it passed on. Not that it makes any difference to me. I'm content with what I have. I'm happy just relaxing on rooftops, spending my time in the sun. Ah. I wonder what character that is, right? Oh, A Link in Time? Wait, Kaze's making A Link in Time as well? I thought he was making The Missing Link. Or are there 2 mods that he's doing? Not a mod? How was it made? Yeah, I think it is a full new game experience within Ocarina of Time, but it is a mod of Ocarina of Time made to be an expansion to it. So we've explored this hotel area, and check out this beautiful little village here, Dawn Grove Village. Marsupial. Well, yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Kaze is God, dude. I know, he makes amazing mods. Absolutely incredible stuff. I'm glad N64 modding has been starting to get more prominent lately since the N64 was my first console. Hey, that's great. I'm glad to hear that, because this mod is super fun. Like, this is literally like one of the best things I've ever played for Ocarina of Time mods anyways. I forget who the original creator was, but Luigi Blood helped get this working on actual 64DD hardware. I know! If you were to put this expansion on an actual 64DD and put it into an actual Nintendo 64, you would be able to play this. Which I think is amazing. Is it in physical yet? Fan-made physical would be really cool, but no, I don't think there's any physical of this. Even the songs are new? Wow, yeah, a lot of the songs... Every song in this game is original. I don't think there's any reused songs. Except for the battle music when you fight enemies. I think that is normal. Like, look at this. I have never seen an Ocarina of Time mod where the map is, like, in the game and it's fully functional and there's no issues with it. It's so pretty. Like, look at how beautiful, like, this little village is. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, and there's the guy with the rooftops up there. Ah, so warm, so peaceful. Someone would probably make a custom cart. That would be really cool. I would love to see a custom cart. It's been a while since I saw the trailer. Oh, it has it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called The Missing Link and not A Link in Time. Yo, we got 42 people watching this stream. Wow, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this stream. Once again, if you guys would love to watch more of my live streams, be sure to subscribe to my channel, 𝐓𝐷. A link to my channel is in the live chat right now. Be sure to click on that and go subscribe to my channel so you can be a part of the future live streams that I will be doing for either Zelda content or Nintendo in general. Next week I will be streaming Animal Crossing New Horizons a lot, so if you want to check that out, be sure to subscribe. Oh, to be young. Now that I'm old, I can't even use my trusty slingshot. If you happen to have some use for it, go ahead and take it with you. Ooh, a slingshot, huh? There also should be a cartridge conversion that you can play without the 64DD. Hey! Marsupial Gamer, thank you so much for subscribing to the 𝐓𝐷. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. You found the slingshot. I love this Fortnite gameplay. I know, isn't Fortnite, it's pretty entertaining, isn't it? Yes, it's The Missing Link, I remember now. Either way, I'm hyped, yes. If you want to shoot right away, when you first press C, hold down C a little longer to get the seed ready. Okay. I got a bottle, and I got the slingshot. And I think the sword is right up here. This portrait pierces your heart and soul. Oh yeah, here's the chest. What could it be? I would love if Ocarina of Time Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess was remastered, remade onto the Switch. Me too, I would love that as well. Hey, there we go. You got the Villager Sword. On the equipment subscreen, select it with the cursor and equip it with A. This isn't really your sword, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. Okay, so now we got the Villager Sword equipped, which is literally just a redubbed Kokiri sword. So, we got that going for us. Skyward Sword first, and also Oracle of Ages seasoned with the new Link's Awakening engine. I would love that so much. It'd be so cool. Also, I really appreciate everybody subscribing right now. Thank you guys so much for the additional, like, how many subs have we already gotten? Like, we've gotten, like, 7 subscribers already. Thank you guys so much for watching and for watching this and playing this with me. This is amazing to, like, actually have, like, a really good audience here and to talk to people. And of course, if you are not subscribed to 𝐵𝐴𝐺𝐸, what are you doing? Subscribe to 𝐵𝐴𝐺𝐸. You gotta subscribe, because this man is so caring and he loves his audience. and he was willing to let me stream on his channel. Again, this is my 3rd time doing it. Link is borrowing the sword. Yeah, like he's gonna give it back, right? I've been waiting so long for a Skyward Sword remake. I would love a Skyward Sword remake. I did not know that there were vines on the back of this building. Where does this go? Whoa, what? Wait. There's a big chest up there. I never knew that was there. Isn't it so relaxing laying here on this rooftop? Although it'd be much better with some company. Oh well, at least you've paid me a visit. Let me give you a little something as a token of my appreciation. Hey, you got a piece of heart. Collect 4 pieces total to get another heart container. More containers means more life energy. I did not know that he had a heart piece. For this mod, at least. The game is great because of some technical issues with the remotes. The gameplay was not always the best. Perfect guy watching the game. Yeah. Okay, so I think we've got pretty much everything we need to continue this. Is there something? Okay, so how do I get up there? I really want to know how to get up there. Hey, Jeff Proud, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Skyward Sword as of now is most deserving of a Switch remake. Oh yeah, absolutely. It would work so well too because the Joy-Cons would work perfectly as a superior Wii remote. Like absolutely. So here's the first area that we get to explore, Dawn Grove. Dawn Grove. Beware, the sun never sets and the creatures never sleep. Isn't this pretty? Like I want you to look at this. Like it looks so pretty. And based off of the other Ocarina of Time mods I have played, this is easily the most polished one. So if we go over here, we will find a rock here. But Joy-Con drift. That's true. Joy-Con drift. We don't want any Joy-Con drift, do we? I would prefer having a Pro Controller to play Skyward Sword rather than Joy-Cons with motion controls. I think they can pull that off. If they can pull it off, I would love to see that. But I think the superior, for me at least, I think the only way to do it would be to use the Joy-Cons. There's nothing here that I want. Clifford Longhead. How you doing, Clifford? Hey, we got a $5 donation towards 𝐵𝐴𝐺𝐸. Let's go. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get any kind of alarm on the screen because obviously this isn't my channel. So 𝐵𝐴𝐺𝐸, thank you so much for allowing me to host this event on your channel. This is super cool. I'm very grateful for this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. JD, thank you so much for the $5 donation towards 𝐵𝐴𝐺𝐸. You are greatly appreciated. You know me from your channel. Yeah, I know. That's why I was saying Clifford Longhead. Hello, welcome. Let's see here. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here, actually. Hey! JD did another $5 donation. JD, thank you so much for the additional $5 donation going towards 𝐵𝐴𝐺𝐸's channel to the fund for this game. Hey, cool. I mean, you should be funding the people that actually made the game and not Jesse, but either way, awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for donating $10 towards Game Over Jesse. You are greatly appreciated. If you had a Wii Remote Plus or whatever it's called, sorry, I forgot the name. What about Wii Remote Plus? Hi, good night. Alright, have a good night. Oh gosh, why is this Deku Scrub not dying? Not Deku Scrub, this Deku Baba. There we go, I killed it. Finally. That was a little scary. WeMotion Plus, you are very welcome. We need more content like this, so thank you. You're very, very welcome, JD. I'm glad that you are enjoying this stream. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please be sure to do that. If I need to post another link, I'd gladly post another link so that you can catch up on the future streams that I'll be doing. I've been doing a lot of Ocarina of Time mod streams on my channel, and Jesse asked me to stream this again for his channel so that you guys could see this awesome mod. There is a hole here? I did not know that. A piece of heart for 10 rupees? Heck yeah! I'm gonna have more hearts by the end of this playthrough than I did on my first playthrough. I did not know there was a grotto there. Since this is supposed to be a remake of the planned DD expansion, I wonder if they added the planned clock-based features or permanent footprints. No, I don't think this is supposed to be the beta Zelda 64 or whatever. This is just a brand new like fan game using the 64 disk drive. I already subbed via the last link you posted. I was either sub 130 or 131. Oh, okay. Awesome. Let's see here. Is there anything over here? Oh, there's a chest. Alright, what's over here? Oh yeah, isn't this what I think it is? I'm subbing you, you deserve credit. Aw, thank you so much. Will this stream you up on his channel, Luke? Yes, it will. You got the power bracelet. With this sort of power, you could lift anything. Use your new strength with A. Awesome, we found the power bracelet. Let's go. Now we're gonna jump down here. And... am I going the right way? Okay, hold up. Before we go any further, let's go this way. I really appreciate your guys' what is it? Positive feedback? I really appreciate it. I really do. When the stream ends? Yeah, you guys... I'm pretty sure Jesse will have this stream archived on his channel, yeah. Unless he doesn't want it on his channel, in which case he'll delete it, but I don't think he'll do that. Okay. Oh yeah, we gotta go back in the hotel. There's a piece of heart inside of the hotel. Yeah, Bloody Fatality knows exactly what is going on with this. Sub to the Glookster. Aw, thank you, Marsupial Gamer. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, the bomb. Yeah, guys, if you want to subscribe and be on the lookout for more Ocarina of Time streams and Zelda content in general, or even Animal Crossing next week, or Mario, or anything Nintendo really, even some non-Nintendo stuff, be sure to subscribe to the channel, because I try to stream as much as possible. And I also run my other channel, 𝐈𝐧𝐬𝐭𝐭𝐞𝐫, where I post Zelda theories and stuff like that. I would love all the 3D Zelda games on Switch. Absolutely. I'm actually doing a what is it? A video series on my 𝐈𝐧𝐬𝐭𝐿 channel about stuff I would love to see in Switch ports to all the 3D Zelda games. So I have already posted one for Twilight Princess that I did with Hyrule Gamer, and I also did one for Wind Waker. And the next one I'm going to be doing, I believe, will be either Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, or Skyward Sword. Thank you so much, Jesse. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the support. What's a wimpy kid like you doing up here, huh? You're not doing my plants any favors by standing in the way of their sunlight. Unlike you, my plants are strong. They'll live whether or not you take away their light. From the looks of it, you probably can't even uproot one of my plants here. Loser. Although, I heard that there's something in the nearby grove that would give even a weakling like you the strength to uproot these plants. Not that you'd last a second in there. Joke's on you, I already found it. Hey, Clifford, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Absolutely, yes. Be sure to give a thumbs up to the video as well, the live stream. Let's try and make it to 40 likes. Can we get? We're at 30. Can we get to 40? Nintendo should get Capcom to make another 2D Zelda because Minish Cap and the Oracle games with their masterpieces. I have never played the Oracle games. I would love to though. If Nintendo is remaking the Oracle games, I will definitely pick those up. Do you mind if I join you on voice chat so I can talk to the chat? Yeah, absolutely. I'm streaming on your channel. I'm sure. I'm totally okay with that. Yeah, just shoot me a call. Is he gonna call or? Jesse, are you gonna call or? I should play the Oracle games? I definitely should. I want to. Oh, okay. I was waiting on your call. I thought you were like wanting to talk right that second. Never mind. I'm glad, Immortal Doggo. Gluck Funko Pop doll when? Okay, I have to be like Jacksepticeye levels of fame in order to get something like that. But that would be really cool if someone were to make a custom Funko Pop of me. That would be really cool. Jesse in the house. Oh shoot, did he call me? Uh-oh. Jesse called. Jesse?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this the real Luke?
It is. The one and only.
Am I on chat?
I think so. Can you guys hear Jesse okay?
No way.
Yes way.
I'm talking to the real Luke.
Of course.
This is a dream come true. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My friends aren't gonna believe this.
Which friend won't believe it the most?
All of them.
All of Oh, Jesse.
No, dude. So, how's it going? This is your second time playing this.
Yep, it's my second time playing this. So,
Okay.
it's going pretty well.
Alright, so for everyone who's listening, to tell the voices apart, obviously, the magnificent voice that you all have been hearing from the man on screen is Luke, who has 2 YouTube channels. You can hear, or you can watch the Hylian Luke channel, which is your primary YouTube channel. And then you have your new channel, Luke, which was an inside joke that was started from you streaming Wind Waker on my channel, I believe.
Yes.
Was it Wind Waker?
Yeah, I was playing my first stream on your channel. I believe I was doing Wind Waker Randomizer, and I was playing as Goku.
Yeah, that was an awesome thing. So that is how you got the name for your second channel, which there are links for everyone who is watching and listening. Even for the people who are watching not live, but just the on-demand version. In the description, you can go to the links and subscribe to both of those for more streams and videos like this. So this expansion, sequel, fan-made Ocarina of Time thing. A quick history. It's called Dawn and Dusk. D and D coming from the disk drive. The expansion that released in Japan for the Nintendo 64 was called the disk drive, or the DD. A lot of games that came out were just called something DD, like how Super Mario 64 came out, and there was obviously Super Mario 64, or Mario Kart 6, I think it was Mario Kart 64 at least. And then there's something DD, like all of these different games that are just called 64, like Donkey Kong 64, and then we even still see it today with, like, when the Wii U came out, there was a lot of games that were just called U at the end of it. The 3DS had a lot of games that were just called 3D at the end, like Luigi's Mansion 3D. I think the remake's called 3D. I'm using a lot of bad examples, but you guys know what I mean. Like, even Ocarina of Time had 3D at the end of it. Majora's Mask had 3D at the end of it. Whenever they remade those. Star Fox 64 3D. So yeah, there's that whole thing that Nintendo likes to do for some reason. So the name for this took sort of a note from Nintendo's book, where the disk drive, the DD from it, they named this expansion after that, but instead of just saying DD, the D and D became Dawn and Dusk. So I thought that was like a really cool, I don't know what you would call it, not an Easter egg, but just like a really cool reference that they made. Because they kept it with like the Nintendo way of doing things, but still made it original. So why don't you go ahead and explain the story to the people that are listening? That way they can kind of know what to expect.
Sure. So, if any of you are here after the prologue that was shown off at the beginning of the game, basically, this entire game story is about how there was an east side and a west side to a kingdom. And it's an unnamed kingdom. There's two sides to it, and the west side tried to spawn some kind of beast in order to be better than the other side, and the beast basically brainwashed everybody on the west side, and it caused a war within the kingdom, a civil war within the kingdom. And luckily, a priest, some kind of priestess, came and conquered the beast and sent it back to where it came from. But by that time, the kingdom was divided, and the two sides are the Dawn side and the Dusk side. So the whole story in this game is Link, who comes from the Dawn side, ventures into the Dusk side to find and slay the beast that is reawakening from the olden tales. So that's
awesome.
That's the whole story between this. Very cool.
Yes. And so some more behind the scenes thing. So Luke and I, we are both friends with a lot of people in the Zelda modding community, and Ocarina of Time is one of the games that has probably had more fan-made mods and remakes stuff, like 99% of which end up being really bad or failing or not even being completed. But you do come across some mods that are really good, or there are some fan games that are actually completed. Like there's been dozens and dozens and dozens of failed 𝐓𝐷 restorations, which was the disk drive, for those who don't know, was a disk attachment that was very similar to the disk attachment that the original Nintendo system, the Famicom, had, which is what the original Zelda game released on. And it was basically just like you would attach it to your Famicom, and then you could play the original Zelda game. It gave better sound, better music, better, slightly better graphics. I don't think it was necessarily that it gave you better graphics because it was still 8-bit. It just allowed for more processing. And then at that time, because everything was 8-bit, I think the color was just a tiny bit better, and the music was a lot better. Ooh, you got a new subscriber from Josh.
I did. Thank you so much for the sub, Josh.
But with the Ocarina of Time disc drive, or the Nintendo 64 disc drive, the main thing about it is that it was supposed to offer a lot more memory. Like there was games like Final Fantasy VII is the most famous of which, that were Square Enix, or Square at the time, was like they had their deal with Nintendo that their game was supposed to originally come out on Nintendo's console, but Final Fantasy games are notorious for being really long, as most JRPGs are. So they had Nintendo 64 had better graphics than PlayStation, but because the cartridge could only hold so much data, Final Fantasy and a lot of other developers only made their games for PlayStation or whatever Nintendo's other competitors were at the time, which meant Nintendo was losing out on a lot of money. So they quickly planned to release the disk drive attachment with the Nintendo 64, which would bump up processing a little bit, not by much. But the most important thing is it would allow games to have longer stories, more dungeons, more items, more everything, basically. So you can imagine, instead of Ocarina of Time having like 3 main dungeons as a child, and then 7 main dungeons as an adult, I believe. You could have like twice as many if you want, if they were to be so wishful in their development. And there was a lot of stuff that they talked about that was cut from the game. Like, some of the dungeons were shortened. Like, theoretically, the ice dungeon ended up becoming just the ice cavern, which was a mini dungeon. There would have been a light temple, or the Temple of Time would have been a dungeon similar to what happened in Twilight Princess. Instead of you just being given the light medallion as soon as you become an adult. There's a bunch of other stuff too, like there's interviews and things where they talk about, we actually covered this in videos. There's an article from Nintendo's official website. Whenever they were first promoting Ocarina of Time, like, the article was released about 7 months before the game finally released. And it was talking about, this is the crazy thing. It was talking about how Ocarina of Time would have had Link begin the game as an adult instead of a child. And Link would actually be getting his fairy as a coming-of-age present, is how Nintendo described it. And then there's screenshots of Link in the forest, not the forest temple, in the Great Deku Tree as an adult, fighting Queen Gohma and stuff. So it's like, it's just really, really crazy. Like, the whole concept of the disk drive and how it would have changed Ocarina of Time. Because it began as Zelda 64, which would have been completely on the disk drive. But then they changed it to where it would have just been a cartridge with the disk drive expansion. And then it ended up to where it was only a cartridge. I'm getting way off topic. I'm trying to explain way too much.
Yeah.
But there's 30 minutes of stuff that, like, because there are some people who have never heard of the disk drive, so like I'm trying to explain it, but I can't. So there's videos you can go watch about that. Just type in 𝐼𝐧𝐬𝐿 Zelda or whatever. Anyways, there's been tons of fan projects from fans who have wanted to recreate what Nintendo's original promise of 𝐼𝐧𝐬 Zelda or Zelda 64 was. And this is literally the only one that has done that, to where you can take this and play it on the original disk drive if you want. So this is the very first one. That's why it's so special. Anyways, Luke, sorry. I just seen your thing there. So I wrapped it up really quick. Like, I just get so passionate, so excited about Ocarina of Time and 𝐼𝐧𝐬 Zelda and everything. So you go ahead, chat. This is your stream. I just seen someone said that I look different. So that's kind of funny.
That's Metal Frost. How's it going, Metal Frost? Alright, so one thing that I want to say right now is the music in this area, the Great Dusk Chasm. I don't know if you've ever played Kingdom Hearts, but this music gives me major Kingdom Hearts vibes.
I was told that you recorded all of the music from Kingdom Hearts 3 by yourself.
That I what? Wait, what did I
do? Like not even the singing, like all of the guitar, the piano, the keyboard, all of the melodies, the drums, like everything was you.
Who told you that?
Like not even on a computer or anything. Like that's just how good you can hum or sing or like do a cappella. You know? Like have you ever seen Pitch Perfect?
I have.
Yeah, so like that's like you, but you just did all of it. Not even different takes, like all of the different singing, guitar, all the background instruments. You did all of that at the same time.
I wish.
No? You're telling me I get bad information?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I wish I was doing all that.
No. So, what are your thoughts on this so far? You're in. This is the first dungeon?
This is not even a dungeon. This is just an area that I'm trying to complete to get to the only dungeon in the game, by the way. But
yeah,
at the dungeon regardless. And this area, I feel like acts as a mini dungeon to get to the actual dungeon. But it's really cool.
Yeah. So this is something they started in Skyward Sword. Did they have other games? Majora's Mask sort of had this, right? To where, like, you would have to complete overworld puzzles before you could actually get to the dungeon. There's the whole maze thing with the Deku Scrub Palace before you could, and then like you had to kind of find your way around the poison swamp before you could play the song to raise the dungeon out of the swamp.
Yeah, I would say it's already Majora's Mask then, yeah.
So there's like little stuff like that, but Skyward Sword, since they only had the 3 main areas, I remember interviews where they talked about they really wanted to, because they got so many complaints from Twilight Princess were like, oh, it's a huge world, but it kind of feels empty. So they made Skyward Sword to where, sadly, there's not even an overworld at all. But they wanted to do their best to make it so that everywhere you went in the game, there was content there. Whether it was enemies or puzzles or something to do. And then like you would revisit it and then there would be more to do. And this kind of seems like that. To where like you're in the overworld, to where it looks like a dungeon, because there's so much puzzle solving and stuff going on. But this isn't even the puzzle, so that's interesting. What are your thoughts on this?
It's pretty good so far.
We got some N10 people in the chat.
Hey, it's Mr. Radical. What's good, Mr. Radical? Matt.
You know what? He's so cool. We can go ahead and make him a moderator.
Oh yeah.
That way he gets the blue flashy title in there. Jesse has evolved into a wild Glook. No, Glook. For those who don't know, he has done live streams in the past on my channel. So, I thought it's been more than that. Maybe it's just you've been on other live streams.
I have streamed on twice already. That's my 3rd time.
I thought it was one. Crazy.
But I have been on your channel more than 3 times because I've been on contests.
Yeah. Glook hit the micro volume up. What does that mean? What are you talking about? 𝐲𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐬.
Oh, they're saying they can't hear me because I turned up my volume on my desktop audio so that they could hear you, and then they couldn't hear me because the audio got too loud. So I just turned it back down. Can you guys hear me now?
So what are your favorite parts of this?
Well, my initial impressions when I was playing this, my first part was like how everything is just so polished and clean. Like, it really makes it feel like a Nintendo quality product.
Yeah.
And then, after this, it's, I would have to say the next best thing would be like, I would have to say the items you get in this, because I don't want to spoil anything, but one of the things you get in this is really cool. I could not believe that I actually like was able to get it.
Cool.
Are you guys still able to hear me? Oh, you said better. Better than before? Wait, is this still bad? Is it still not going?
No, I can hear you alright. I just turned the volume up on mine. I can hear you pretty good.
Gosh dang it.
What's going on? What was the kitty thing?
My sister's sitting next to me watching me play. She was holding our cat.
Oh, okay. Cool. So we got about 60 people watching. That's pretty good.
Holy moly, 60 people! That's a lot of people. What the?
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. Wow. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I didn't even realize there was that many people here. Last time I looked at it, it said like 30.
So that's about how many we had. Well, 62, 63. It's about how many we had last night. Rick and I were talking about the Breath of the Wild 2 rumors and the Nintendo thing. A fan game to illustrate what Zelda could... Yeah, sort of. This is like an icy area. Theoretically, Zelda would have had like the ice cavern would have been a full-on dungeon instead of just like a mini dungeon, which theoretically would have
I have no idea what to tell you now.
melted the ice of Zora's domain.
I'll tell you later. Because it's still open, there's just no classes. Okay.
A sub to Gluck if you get the chance. Yes. He has 2 channels.
Yeah.
Which one do we want to promote?
Well, I'm streaming on Gluck, so be sure to sub to Gluck.
Wait, what do you mean you're streaming on Gluck? Like what?
Like, I stream on my Gluck channel, so if they want to watch more streams, they can sub to this one.
Okay.
This is a different
'Cause, like,
YouTube.
Yeah.
Why?
in the title of the description,
Okay, bye everyone. Good night.
and the title of the description is the Highland Luke, and it's highlighted blue to where people can literally just click it on the title in the description, and
Why?
they can
My
go to
sis-
that.
my,
You.
my sister is showing off our cat.
No,
I don't know if you guys
That's
can
right.
see him in the background. He was like right there.
Does anyone in the chat have questions for Luke? So go up and give us your questions, and I'll read off some of the questions for Luke to answer. Look at that kitty.
Yes. Cat.
Wild Horse. Yes, we have Wild Horse in here. Wild Horse is a Patreon supporter. She's a frequent tipper or donator, whatever you want to call it. She's always been really awesome. She had a tragic car wreck, I believe, a while back. For some reason, I want to think that it was a motorcycle wreck. But she got better really fast. But it was like an almost fatal thing where she was in the hospital. So I'm glad that she's okay. She's doing good.
Alright, sorry about
Does
that.
the DLC have any boss? Immortal Doggo.
Does this DLC have any
says-
bosses? There's one boss at the very end of the game. It's like literally the only boss you fight is like the final one at the end.
So he said DLC is in this.
There's like a mini boss in this, and it's really easy.
Yeah. Tyrannic Protector says, "Where's the boss?" Yeah, it's at the very end. It's so I think. Okay, so like I said, like Luke and I, we have a bunch of friends in the Zelda modding community, and
Is everyone able to hear Jesse? Because I want to make sure that people don't just hear like blank space. Like, are you able to?
yeah, they can hear me. I can hear myself.
Okay, cool. Good
What?
to know.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, yeah, they can hear me. I heard myself talking.
Okay, good.
So, we have a lot of friends in the modding community for a long time. I had some of my friends were messaging me, being like, "Hey, there's this thing that I'm working on, or like my friends are working on," and I'm just like, "Oh, that's cool. Just let me know whenever it gets closer to being done and stuff," because you hear so many people starting their own modding thing, or like they think it's a cool idea. Everyone has the best intentions, but then like after a week or two, they're like, "Oh wow, this is going to be a lot of work," and they can't go through with it. This is the first one, like literally the very first disk drive expansion for Ocarina of Time, where if you own a Nintendo 64, a disk drive, and you have a reproduction disk part for the disk drive, then you can like download or upload, I don't know how, like which would you download it to the cart? You would download it to your computer, but then you would upload it to the cart, or you would download it onto the cart.
Yeah, you would put it on the cart using flash memory.
Yeah, I don't really know the. Yeah, but not a. It's so confusing. I don't know if you can do it with an actual Zelda cartridge. I think you need the actual disk drive to play it on real hardware. I'm not sure. Because the whole point of it is that it's supposed to be able to work with the disk drive and use the processing of the disk drive. Emulators can play it fine, but on real hardware, I think you would need not only the red expansion pack for the Nintendo 64, but I think you also need the disk drive. And then you'd be able to play it. But that's the whole point, is like that's why this is so great. Like Luke was saying earlier, that it's so polished and everything. That's why this is such a technical achievement, because this is the promise that Nintendo gave us a long time ago about a Zelda game taking or making use of the disk drive, and that's why it's Dawn and Dusk, because disk drive DD. So yeah, we got a $5 donation from Wild Horse 64. Also, everyone, any donations that we get, so like if you're hesitant to donate because maybe like you're donating to me but you don't really know who Luke is, or maybe you want to donate to Luke but you're afraid that he won't get it, any donations made will be split between the two of us, since he is the one
Wait,
who is
what?
streaming.
No, they're
Yeah,
all
so-
yours. It's your channel.
No, so like any donation. So like right now I think we have $15. So it would get split like $7.50 each. But then YouTube takes like so much money, so it would be more like $4 or $5 each so far.
True.
Yeah. Someone says drink Coke, eat kink. It just drained for like 2 days. Metal Frost.
Okay. But not Metal Frost. A Wild Horse asked me earlier, like,
Yes.
I didn't want to interrupt you, Jesse, because you just talk and talk.
Interrupt me because like I said, I get so excited I keep rambling. So you interrupt me whenever you want.
That's not how I was raised. I don't ever interrupt people. But people. Okay, so Wild Horse asked me how the weather is in Michigan right now. It's pretty good. To answer your question, Wild Horse, it's pretty decent. You might need a jacket one day or two, but it's been pretty okay here. But yeah, it's too bad. There was I don't know if you were watching on screen, but there was a really cool like key part of the story that I just went through.
Go ahead, tell us about it.
Well, I don't even remember much of what he just said, but the guy, I just fought a ghost in here to get a key, and he said that he was a part of the royal family on the Dusk side, and that he was brainwashed by the beast and like mind controlled to do a bunch of horrible stuff, and that by defeating.
Was it the green spirit?
It was that
The green ghost face?
the green.
Because
ghost.
I can read that.
Yeah.
Right now.
So I had it.
If you
I had it
would
on screen, just silently there. People could read it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so people don't have to. I can reread it because I have magical powers of time travel. So he says, "God, you killed me. Curse you, Dawnsider." You feel free to interrupt me anytime you want, and then I can continue reading the thing. He says,
Okay.
"Oh, wait a minute."
Well, in that case, hold up, because the item I'm about to get is super cool. I did not think I would be able to use this item as a child, but boom, bada bing, you get the hammer as a child in this.
The Megaton Hammer.
Yes. So, Child Link can use the Megaton Hammer in this, and it's so cool because seeing Kid Link use the Megaton Hammer is amazing, because the Megaton Hammer really gives off like vibe that it actually is a really big hammer when Kid Link uses it, because it kind of reminds me of Wind Waker Link, how he has the Skull Hammer, because the Skull Hammer is giant compared to Wind Waker Link, and this has like similar vibes to me.
Yeah. It's like Thor.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's so big. I love it.
Nice. Everyone in the chat, give us a hint, or not a hint. Give us what type of boss you would like to see at the end of this game. So just leave your comments. So the green face for the important part of the story. It says, "I, the royal architect of Dusk, was led to astray by a false god. You who broke my curse, hear my tale. I was an architect in the land of Dusk. My creations were praised for their beauty and integrity. Yet those did not last. At last, I found myself ripped away from my passion by conflict. My home, the Dusk side, found itself at odds with your land, the Dawn side. The residents of the Dawnside accused our guardian deity of terrorizing their quiet village. To us, this was utter blasphemy. Our deity would do no such thing. All who lived in the Dusk side, including myself, prepared for battle in the ensuing fight. Many lost their lives. It seemed that I did as well. That battle must have taken place many years ago, however. You are much too young to remember. I can only assume that the Dawnside fared better than my own. Oh, how bittersweet in death I can see how true those claims were. It feels as if I was blinded by some dark force while I was alive. That beast of the dusk is no guardian. If I had any sense, I would have banished it right over its blasted head. Bashed it right over its blasted head. Is that it?
No, there's
Yep.
more.
Now, is that not the time for regret? I can see you are on a quest. In my state, I can only help you with a small bit of information about this place. There should be an old tool of mine buried somewhere around here. If you find it, use it as you wish. I'd say it's quite powerful. It seems that my time has come. Finally, I must join those who died alongside me. And that's it. So now we're all caught up. So there it was.
Thank you for reading that, Jesse.
Yeah. So people in chat says giant enemy spider, evil great fairy, evil Zelda, Hilda or Ravio. Yeah. Hilda was evil. I didn't like her. Did you like her?
As a character, yeah. I don't think she's evil. I don't even think she's evil. I think she was just trying to do the right thing for her kingdom.
Yeah.
And like you can even see that like when she, like some of the stuff that she does, like you can tell that she does not enjoy doing what she's doing, but like she feels like she has to protect her kingdom.
Yeah. So with Breath of the Wild 2, what are like if you could get like 5 things that you could bring to the game that weren't in the original, what would?
I want endurable weapons.
Yeah. Oh, and everyone in the chat, give us what you would like to see in Breath of the Wild 2 as well. Continue.
Definitely endurable weapons. Also, I would love to see. I really want to see blacksmiths, so that we can create, repair new like weapons. So like all that material that we collect in the overworld just literally just sits in your pouch and doesn't do anything. I really want there to be more uses to all the materials that you collect in the overworld. Because in my random running around in the overworld for I almost said Ocarina, for Breath of the Wild, I have literally gathered like 3 sets of 999 bokoblin teeth. Because there's nothing to do with them. Like, the only thing you can do with monster parts is to make elixirs. And depending on the monster part, you can use it to upgrade your gear, like your clothing.
Yeah.
But it's very limited. Like, once you do all that, like, there's no reason to keep any of it.
Oh, this is crazy. You know how they have people fighting, like travelers and stuff? You can see them fighting sometimes in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Like the traveling swordsmen or whatever. I seen a video, and I never knew this. Like, I always assumed, like, maybe, but I never really officially knew. But, like, the traveling Goron that you can come across, they will also fight enemies. So, like,
Gorons?
literally...
Traveling Gorons fight enemies?
Yeah.
That's so cool. I did not know that, actually.
Yeah, I didn't either. It was like someone someone posted a video, um, shared it on Twitter. I came across it, and like at first I was like, well, duh, like didn't everybody know that? And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, wait a minute, I'd never seen this. Because at first I was thinking like, well, Majora's Mask, like, you know, you could personally fight as a Goron. Twilight Princess, the Gorons fought against you, like they would like fight you and stuff whenever you're trying to clean them out. They would punch you like how you would punch everyone in Majora's Mask, and then they would like well, but in Breath of the Wild, so like in my head for some reason, like I guess I got mixed up with other games, and I just always assumed that like you could do that. Or not do, you couldn't do that, but they would fight. And then I started actually paying attention to the video, and I was like, wait a minute, no, like I've never seen that before. Like that is insane. Because you see the videos of like when people get like certain enemies next to each other, like a guardian next to a high nox or whatever, and like the enemies will fight against each other. So I guess I always just assumed that the Gorons would fight, but I had never actually seen it. And then I seen it, and it was amazing. I'll find the video right now so I can send it to you. But you never knew that either?
The Gorons thing? I did not.
Yeah.
Also, we have 61 people watching. This is really cool.
Yeah. How many people do you typically get?
Like 3.
On which channel?
On my Goop channel. I don't stream on my Highland Goop channel anymore. That's what this channel's for. Is to stream.
But you used to stream. How many did you get when you used to?
Huh?
How many did you get when you used to stream?
On that channel?
Your...
like 10 on average, like 10 or 12.
I guess everyone's excited for the like the Ocarina of Time sequel thing.
Heck yeah. Okay, so this next item I'm about to get is really cool, to me at least, because it's a special item. I was about to say like exactly what it is, and then I caught myself. But this is the last item in this area that we need to get. I don't know if we need it, but it just looks really cool, so I'm gonna get it anyway. Boom. You got the Dusk Side Tunic. This tunic is embedded with stone fibers from the Dusk Side that grant it heat resistance. It's literally just the Goron tunic, but it's purple and it's for the Dusk. It represents the Dusk Side, and I think that's really sweet. Oh, also, now that I have the hammer, there's a couple things that I just remembered that are further away. We gotta backtrack. To everyone watching right now, if you guys would like to watch more streams in the future, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, 𝐷𝐿𝐿, for more streams. And hopefully I'll see you in my next live stream on my channel, which will probably be, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow, but I will probably stream on Saturday.
everybody in the comments, let us know if you could get a direct sequel to any Zelda game, even if it's a game like Wind Waker to Phantom Hourglass, where Phantom Hourglass is already a sequel to Wind Waker, but if you could get like a better sequel on an actual home console, what Zelda game would you want a direct sequel to? To start off, would want Twilight Princess 2, but have it like Majora's Mask, to where like Twilight Princess is like the great whatever grandson of Link from Ocarina of Time, and he sort of goes on a similar path as Link from Ocarina, and the game sort of ends in a similar way as well, where friends like Midna and Navi that's there with them through the whole game leaves, and then he goes on supposedly a quest to find them. They both grow up living in like a tree house in the middle of the woods. They haven't left their entire lives, and then they go on this big adventure. I think it even starts off similar towards like the forest, and then fire area, or like a fire dungeon, the water dungeon, and then some big twist happens. Ocarina of Time, Link becomes an adult. Twilight Princess, I think Zant comes in and like takes all the pieces that you've collected. Am I remembering that right? I may be confused. But there's still a lot of similarities.
So very descriptive for your sequel.
Huh?
You were talking about direct sequels you wanted, and you started talking about Twilight Princess's story.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is the reason that I would want it for Twilight Princess is because Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time, they mirror each other so much. Because you start in like trees, like Treehouse and Ocarina of Time, and Twilight Princess.
Okay.
They've never left the forest their entire lives. Like they're related to each other. They both in the game like trying to find, like Link goes on an adventure to try to find Navi, and then most people would think that Link at the end of Twilight Princess would go on an adventure to find Midna. So I would want it to follow the same course as Ocarina of Time sequel, where he goes to Termina. So Twilight Princess Link somehow manages, like while he's trying to find the path to this other dimension to go to the Twilight Realm to find Midna, he accidentally ends up in Termina, or maybe the way to get to the Twilight Realm. Like maybe he can't get there from Hyrule anymore, so maybe he has to go to another dimension, and then there's a tool in that dimension that lets him get to the Twilight Realm. But I just think it would be really cool to return to Termina and have it be the size of Hyrule from Twilight Princess, to where like Ocarina of Time's Hyrule is the same Hyrule from Twilight Princess. It's just scaled up much larger to take advantage of the GameCube. I would like to see what Termina would look like scaled up in that same way, and in the realistic style of Twilight Princess as well. So that's the sequel that I would like to see. What sequel would you like to see, Luke?
Can't really say because I haven't really wanted a direct sequel to any Zelda game. Just like if one happens, I'm like, oh cool, that's awesome. But then like if it doesn't, I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, if we are talking like direct sequels, I think it would be pretty sweet if we did get a direct sequel to either Twilight Princess or Wind Waker that isn't Phantom Hourglass. I love Phantom Hourglass, but I really want another mainline Toon Link game on a console. Because the only console game with Toon Link in it is Wind Waker. and I want more. Another one that maybe just off the top of my head, Skyward Sword. Like, it shows how they like Skyward Sword ends with them starting to live on the ground and all that, but like maybe there could be a direct sequel that shows how they actually found Hyrule when they founded Hyrule, and like how they started like the kingdoms and all that stuff, because Skyward Sword only explains the origins of the Master Sword and like how and like where everyone came from and stuff like that.
Yeah, I could see that. That'd be really cool.
But other than that, I'm not too much like thinking about direct sequels. I really just want more Zelda in general. I don't really care. As long as it's a good Zelda game, I'm totally down for it. What about everyone else in the chat? What would you like a direct sequel to?
Yeah, people. Cameron AZ says Majora's Mask. 𝐅𝐵𝐺𝐬𝐿 says Majora's Mask. Blart says Wind Waker or Twilight.
Okay, actually, yeah, I agree with that. I really want a third Hero of Time game.
Yeah.
There's something
That'd be
about
really cool.
Ocarina of Time Link that is just so like iconic. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like
It's like
it's just so cool. Also, if possible, I would love it if they did it. I know Nintendo would never do this, but I would love it if like Nintendo did an optional N64 like graphic setting for like a third Hero of Time game, so that you could like actually have like a true third N64 Hero of Time game to play.
Okay, so here's a question. Would you want it to look more polygonal, like how it looks right now, like the true N64 style, or would you want it to look like Ocarina of Time 3D, to where it looks the same, but
just more crisp?
Just more crisp. Or if you remember the Space World tech demo, to where it was like Link and Ganondorf in the sword fight, but it was like the Ocarina of Time art style, but it was taking more advantage of the GameCube technical power. Do you remember what it looks like?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I would definitely prefer not even Ocarina of Time style, but like in between. Like, I really want the Ocarina of Time not even Ocarina of Time. I want the Majora's Mask and 64 graphics. Like,
Yeah.
because like I think it still bothers me like to this day that Ocarina of Time Link, both young and adult, do not have straps for their swords.
Wait, what do you mean?
They don't have straps. They don't have straps on their chest to show that there's like something holding their sheath to their body. Like, there's no sheath. Like, no, there's a sheath. There's no strap for the sheath.
But there is in Majora's Mask?
But there is in Majora's Mask, yeah. In Majora's Mask 3D, in Ocarina of Time 3D, they added the strap to both links, so like it looks way better. Did you never notice that?
No.
Yeah, Ocarina of Time Link does not have.
Right now.
Ocarina of Time Link does not have a strap, and then Majora's Mask Link does. For the sword, like the big leather strap that goes across the chest.
So everyone, right now, I am posting the link to Gluke's YouTube channel, so you can go give him a subscribe. We have 57 people. He just recently started this YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Your subscriber count, I believe, is on screen at 140. Let's see if we can get him to 150. We have 60 people watching. Let's see if we can just get 10 people to subscribe. $2 donation from JD House. Sure.
Hey.
Oracle of Ages season sequel, then Wind Waker after. So he agrees with you. Wind Waker sequel.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
That art style is so beautiful.
I
Sorry, I didn't.
I think another remake Nintendo might be doing while we wait for Breath of the Wild 2 would be Oracle Season/Ages in the Link's Awakening remake engine.
Oracle of what now?
Huh?
Wait, you think what? Repeat that. You think what remake?
I think while we wait for Breath of the Wild 2, Nintendo might release a remake of Oracle of Ages and Seasons using the Link's Awakening remake engine.
Yeah, I think I could see that.
Hey, we gained 3 subscribers after Jesse said to sub. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing with your life? You better subscribe right now. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You don't have to, but I would love it if you did. No. The dang guard. Thank you for subscribing, Brittany. I really appreciate it. How did that guard see me? I was so far away. Oh my gosh. Let's try and get to 150. I mean, this has already been a very successful stream for me. Like, I don't think I've ever done a stream where I have 60 people, even if it is on your channel. And I started the stream with 129, so now that I have 145, that's already a big thank you. Wand of Gamelon 2? Oh my gosh. Great! I'll grab my stuff! Hello.
What happened? All your stuff?
No, Tim said Zelda wanted Gamelon 2, so I was just quoting like one of the cutscenes. Great! I'll grab my stuff!
Oh, you got 145.
147! Hey! Can we get 3 more subscribers? Just 3 more. Okay. Honestly, one of the best ROM hacks, and yeah, that guard is a bit buggy because he can see you from a distance. Yeah, absolutely. But definitely, this is one of the best ROM hacks I've ever played, even if it is a bit short. How long have you been playing Zelda, Gluke? I have been playing Zelda games ever since I was like, I want to say 5 or 6. I used to, when I was really young, my family only had a PlayStation 1, and the first video game I ever like fell in love with was the Crash Bandicoot series. I freaking love Crash so much. But one Christmas we got a family gift, and it was the Zelda GameCube. It was like the silver GameCube that came with the Zelda Collector's Edition. and Ocarina of Time was the first game I played out of the collection, and I freaking loved it so much. I never actually beat Ocarina of Time though until I matured a bit, like after a few years. God, why does he have to walk around the damn torch like that?
Are they made to look weird or seem weird?
Wait, what is?
Like their eyesight or whatever?
No, this apparently this guard specifically is a little bit bugged, and his guard vision is a bit wonky, so he can see from far away at times. Hello, Jesse. Welcome to the stream. Oracle of Ages and Seasons are based off of the goddesses Den and Nehru from Ocarina of Time's lore, the Sacred Realm. With a... Yeah. I know that. There's also supposed to be a third game in that series, but it never got made.
What'd you say? Hello, Jesse. Welcome to the stream.
Is Oot your favorite? Right now I would say it is. Okay, actually I shouldn't say that. I love the Ocarina of Time, like, gameplay and, like, the engine and, like, the interactivity with everything. I absolutely love this aspect of Ocarina of Time. But the game itself, like, story-wise and, like, where to go, it might just because I've replayed this game so many times. But I would say no, my favorite Zelda game is probably Wind Waker or Breath of the Wild. This is definitely like probably like top 5 though. Definitely top 5. What the heck? I was right in front of him. He didn't see me, so I ran off and then he saw me. What is this?
Fat Albert said he subscribed.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, Fat Albert 12.
Very cool. And yeah, guys, for everyone watching, don't know if any of you are Animal Crossing fans, but I'm going to be playing New Horizons on stream.
What made you say, hello, Jesse, welcome to the stream a minute ago?
A bit ago? Because, Jesse M said, hey, how's it going? So I figured he just came here.
Okay.
I'm sorry to hear that. 99.2, yikes.
Is this available to download? Alex Dusk. Oh, your name's in the title. Cool. Yeah, I believe. You should just be able to Google.
Oh my god.
Find it. Right? Jesse M. That's my name. Jesse M. Jesse McCarty. I hope you get to feeling better, Jesse. Being sick, 99.
Oh, that's right, it is. I didn't realize. Like, I know Jesse's your name, but, like, I didn't think about the last part. That's funny. And yeah, this is available to download, Alex Dusk. You can if you just look it up, you can find it.
Yeah.
You can actually play this on real N64 DD hardware if you have it.
Yeah, that was, from what I remember being told, that was a really important thing with this game, is when you're making a mod for an emulator, there's a lot of things that you can do to it, and you can add a lot of stuff to it that, that would just, like, taking advantage of it, playing on a system that's more powerful than the actual original console, but something that they wanted to do and that they were trying to accomplish was having this be something that would actually not just be a really good fun mod to play or expansion to play, but something that you could actually have run properly on the actual console and be what's the word I'm looking for? Not modified. So, can you think? What's the word I'm trying to think of? When something is made specifically for something to run the best, like it's enhanced for it. It's
Optimized?
yes, that's something. They optimized this as best they could to have it actually run on the system. That was something that they were actually trying to do with this, and they did a really good job. Especially since like the original games themselves only ran at 20 frames per second because they were already pushing the Nintendo 64 so hard. Where other games would run at like 30 frames, or some would even run, I think, at 60 if you had the expansion pack. Could you make a mod of a new character or boss? Theoretically you could. I couldn't. Do you know how to do any of that, Luke?
Wait, what was that last part?
Someone in the chat asks, could you make a mod of a new character? People make mods of characters all the time, but with bosses, I know you can, but I would not be able to do that. Do you have any experience with that?
The furthest I've ever modded Ocarina of Time is I got rid of the low poly models for Link because they bother the crap out of me.
Dusk says, unfortunately, I don't have the physical hardware, but that looks pretty cool. I'm sure there's an emulator out there. Yeah, you can use emulators for them. That's why he's playing it on now.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Also, we are at the finale of the ROM hack, by the way, guys. So after we defeat this boss, it'll be end of the expansion game.
That's quick.
Yeah, like I told you yesterday, it's pretty short.
But fun.
Dusk Dwelling Beast Umbradia. It's literally just a reskinned Volvagia. But I think it has a lot more health. Either that or Link just does less damage with his current weapons. I'm gonna catch this fairy real quick, so that if I die, I don't actually die. And then I'm gonna equip these Deku Sticks again. That is exactly why I got that fairy. I just took 3 hearts of damage. I just died. Thank God I got the fairy.
Easy. Oh, you got the 149 counter. Everyone, before the boss fight, we need to get him to 150. Link does less damage. I would like to see Majora's Mask too. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I just now seen it, the part where you die.
Oh.
So this is like a phased Volvagia, but the boss fight's almost completely different.
Yeah, all of like the holes and stuff are like in different spots. The entire arena itself is different.
Is this version 1? What do you mean bloody fatality? this is the finished product. It's just supposed to be a quick expansion for the disk drive. I wish I had started watching sooner instead of Alex. Well, you could always like watch the beginning after. The live stream's going to be saved. Awesome disk drive action, says 𝐴𝐺𝐵. Yes. 𝐴𝐺𝐵 is another Patreon supporter. We still have
Awesome.
45 people watching. So, and you made it to 150 subscribers.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh, it says 149 for me.
On screen it says 150 on your subscriber count. Everyone, please click the. Post it again. Ask your final questions for Luke.
Yes, because we are almost done with the stream here, since we are about to beat Umbradia, the final boss of this expansion.
$3 donation. This screams Palace of Four Sword boss for Game Boy.
Hey, Alex Dusk, thank you so much for subscribing. Hey, I would have to agree actually. Palace of Four Sword.
It went back down to 149 for me.
Oh, it's at 151 now. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. We made the goal.
It's probably where I'm seeing it on the delay. That's the issue. Because, yeah, it's at 151 now. Alex Dusk. Please, everyone, go subscribe.
And he is dead.
Yes.
Will you do a playthrough of all the Zelda games? Yeah, I've actually already done some playthroughs of Zelda games on my channel. I also do a lot of Zelda randomizers, and actually, sometime next week, I don't know when, it'll be before Animal Crossing comes out next week, Metal Frost here in the chat, I'm going to be playing Ocarina of Time randomizer with him, and with my good friend 𝐓𝐼𝐳𝐸𝐼. So we're going to be doing a 3-player Ocarina of Time online randomizer hunt, and it's going to be really fun.
Awesome.
Yep.
151 from JD Hauscher again. I apologize if I get your last name, JD. My uncle's name was also JD, so every time your name pops up, it's refreshing. Bloody says final verdict. What do you guys think the final name Breath of the Wild 2 will be? What do you think it's going to be, Luke?
I would love... Okay, so I don't know if this is canon. I heard it was. Is Ganondorf 𝐓𝐼𝐳𝐸𝐿 Ganondorf's full name?
In some material.
I would love it.
I would say yes.
If this game, this next Zelda game, is based off of, like, it's all about, like, Ganondorf, like, his full finale and everything, I would literally love it if it was literally just called The Legend of Zelda Ganondorf 𝐓𝐼𝐳𝐸𝐿. That, to me, that just sounds really cool.
I would really like that. I'm trying to think of, have there been other games where they named it after an enemy? I know they've named it after characters before, like Twilight Princess, but that would be really cool if they did name it after an enemy.
I think that would be so cool. Just The Legend of Zelda Ganondorf 𝐓𝐼𝐳𝐸𝐿. That just sounds so cool to me.
Yeah.
What would you want it to be?
Gus is in the chat. Hello, Gus. What would I like it to be?
Yes.
So with sequels, in America, they've never released, well, not just America, but just in the English version, they've never released something called Part 2 in the Zelda series before, except for the original Zelda to Zelda 2.
Okay.
But in Japan, they had A Link to the Past and then A Link Between Worlds. But in Japan, it was called Triforce of the Gods and then Triforce of the Gods 2. But with all of the other sequels, it was like Link's Awakening, Majora's Mask, Phantom Hourglass. It was never like Ocarina of Time 2 or Wind Waker 2 or anything. But I would really love if they didn't go with Breath of the Wild 2. I would really like to see I forgot, there was a really cool name that I seen that was rumored a while back that I was hoping it would be true.
Marianne Cruz, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. That's pretty cool.
I don't know. Like, I would love anything that would hint towards time travel. Because I'm just a big time travel fan.
I gotcha.
We still got 50 people watching, listening to us do nonsense. Please, everyone, once again, go subscribe.
Yeah, absolutely. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And Jesse, I don't know if have you ever done a raid before, where like you like send everyone to another channel to like for them to watch for like a live stream?
Yeah, on Twitch. Can you do that on YouTube?
Not with the same thing, but the way people on YouTube do it is they just post the link to the stream in chat, and then everyone like does a hashtag.
Yeah. Who's streaming? Who could we do that for?
Because I would love to send these beautiful 50 people to That Bald Gamer. He's currently playing Breath of the Wild right now, so I think they would love that.
Yeah, post his link and the thing, and then I'll post it as well. So like you post it, and then I'll copy and paste it, and I'll post it. Because you're a mod, you should be able to post it in the live stream. So everyone that's watching, please go to this YouTube channel we're about to send you to. We're going to be posting the link, and you all can go do it.
Yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching this amazing Zelda Dusk and Dawn live stream with me and Jesse chatting away as we played through this. It was pretty fun, had a good time, and now we are going to call it good. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please be sure to subscribe by clicking the link in the live chat that me and Jesse have been posting, and Marsupial Gamer repeatedly. And now we are going to raid my good friend That Bald Gamer. I met him at PAX East. He's a really good friend of mine and everyone else in my N10 community. Which is also, N10 is like a big Nintendo community that I'm a part of. It's right here on YouTube with other Nintendo YouTubers. But anyways, here we are going to be doing a Gluck raid. So be sure to copy the Gluck raid that I wrote in the chat, and then be sure to click on this link right here that I just posted. Go to That Bald Gamer stream and let him know that I sent you there, along with Game Over Jesse. And if you're not subscribed to Game Over Jesse, what are you doing? This is his channel. Be sure you're subscribed to Game Over Jesse as well, and we will see you guys next time. Ciao.